Hey, everyone, and welcome back. We're diving into a really interesting area today, real estate marketing in the GCC and MENA regions.
Yeah,
And, these regions are seeing incredible growth right now. We're talking like world-class developments,
absolutely.
smart city initiatives. I mean, it's really reshaping everything we think about
Mm.
those regions. And to guide us through all of this, we've got Dr. Pooyan Ghamari. He's really a leading expert in this.
Yeah, and it's not just about, just construction. It's about building those ecosystems.
Right.
Places where people can live, work, and invest, and, all within a thriving community.
It's like creating a whole new world, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And that's where I think this smart marketing approach comes in. Dr. Ghamari lays out what he calls this holistic approach, and it's all about building the perfect team.
Exactly. You need a local team, obviously, people that know the region inside and out.
Of course.
And you need specialist partners, like, to handle international PR or those high-tech marketing solutions. And then you need advisors, people who can kind of help you navigate the market and avoid those pitfalls.
Yeah, it's like assembling a dream team
Yeah.
with all their expertise to tackle this very unique market. Now, let's break down this roadmap that Dr. Ghamari kind of lays out. He starts with a foundation, brand and market. It's
Yeah.
like building a house. You need a solid base.
Yeah, for sure.
So how would you explain this whole idea of a strong brand identity and market positioning to someone who maybe is just thinking about, hey, I want to invest in real estate in the GCC?
I'd say imagine you're an investor, right? And you're looking at properties in Dubai. What's going to catch your eye?
Yeah.
What makes you choose one project over another? And that comes down to the unique value proposition, I guess, the secret sauce that makes it irresistible.
Okay, so it's about figuring out what makes your project stand out in this sea of amazing projects.
Mhm.
But how do you actually discover that? How do you find that secret sauce?
Well, you have to get under the skin of the market,
Yeah.
Who are your ideal buyers? What
Mhm.
are they hoping for? What kind of lifestyle are they looking for? And in-depth market research will help you tailor your project accordingly.
Yeah.
But you can't just look locally. You have to look at the macro picture, like the macroeconomic indicators.
Just kind of things are we talking about here?
Think about oil prices, government spending,
Yeah.
even things like tourism growth, population shifts. Those are all clues that tell you about the market's health.
Yeah, it's like looking for economic signposts, right?
Exactly.
Tell you where the opportunities are.
Yeah.
But we can't get too excited and forget the legal side. Dr. Ghamari points out that this regulatory landscape in these regions, it can be pretty complex,
No, absolutely.
especially for foreign investors.
Yeah.
So, I mean, what are some of the things that people need to be really careful about?
Well, understanding those laws around foreign ownership is key.
Yeah,
Leasehold versus freehold areas, and even investor visas.
right. All very important.
It's like knowing the rules of the game before you start playing.
Yeah.
For instance, imagine a luxury development that's aimed at international buyers.
Uh-huh.
They need to be crystal clear about those ownership regulations.
That makes sense. So it's all about transparency,
Yeah,
setting those expectations right from the beginning.
absolutely.
Now, can you give us an example of a GCC or MENA real estate project that really nailed it, something that potential investors could learn from?
Well, one great example is the Dubai Marina.
Okay, yeah.
They position themselves as this vibrant waterfront lifestyle destination. They attract a mix of residents and investors. And the developers, they were really clever. They combine these luxury residences with leisure, retail, and entertainment.
Mm-hmm.
So you've got a self-contained community that caters to that specific lifestyle.
So they created their own little world within a world.
Yeah, exactly.
So once you've laid that foundation, the brand, the understanding of the market, and the legal framework, then it's time to build your marketing machine, right?
Right. And at the heart of that machine is your in-house marketing team. They're the engine that drives your strategy.
Okay, so let's talk about the key players. Who are the essentials?
You have to have talented content strategists,
Mm.
people who can craft compelling stories. You need social media experts who can build your online presence, SEO and data analysts.
Yeah.
Make sure you're visible, you're hitting your targets, and PR professionals to manage your brand reputation and media presence.
It's like a well-choreographed dance.
Yeah.
And each member is playing a very specific part. Now, even the best teams sometimes need extra support, right?
Yeah.
And that's where this idea of strategic outsourcing comes in,
Think of it like this. You wouldn't hire a plumber to fix your wiring, right?
right?
Same with marketing. You want specialists for specific tasks. So outsourcing lets you bring in the experts, like in areas like performance marketing, SEO, or even international PR, areas that, require that specialized knowledge.
So it's all about working smarter, not harder, and tapping into that right expertise. Can you give us a real-world example of how this works in the GCC or MEA?
Sure. Imagine a developer in Dubai wants to attract European investors for their new beachfront property. They might hire a European SEO agency to boost their website's ranking in European search engines,
Right.
or even partner with like a PPC specialist who really understands how to target affluent Europeans.
That's a great example of how outsourcing can really broaden your reach. It's not just about who you reach, but it's also how you reach them. And in today's digital world, that means mastering the art of omni-channel marketing. What does that mean exactly in real estate?
It's about creating a seamless brand experience across all channels, your website, your social media, your email marketing,
Yeah.
even offline events.
Wow.
Imagine like a potential buyer in London. They see an ad for your Dubai property on Instagram and they click through. They
Right.
sign up for your email list. Then they receive a beautifully designed brochure. Then later, they attend a virtual reality tour of the property and they chat with an AI-powered chatbot. That's
Huh.
omni-channel in action.
So it's like creating this surround sound experience for your brand.
Yeah.
But how do you even begin to manage all these different channels effectively?
Well, that's where a solid digital marketing strategy comes in. You need to think about SEO, content marketing, to draw people in,
Yeah.
targeted PPC ads to get their attention, email campaigns to nurture those leads, social media to build community, and lead generation funnels to guide them towards a purchase.
So it's like having this orchestra of digital marketing instruments all working together in harmony.
Exactly.
But with so much going on, how do you make sure you're making the right decisions, getting the most out of your efforts?
Data. Data is key.
Okay.
We are in an era of data-driven decision-making where we can literally track every click, every interaction, every conversion, and that allows us to refine our strategies and really optimize for maximum impact.
So it's like having a compass guiding you towards success.
Yeah.
Now, Dr. Ghamari also highlights how AI and blockchain are revolutionizing real estate. Can you give us a specific example of how these technologies are being used in the GCC and MENA?
Sure. There's a Saudi real estate firm that's using WhatsApp automation and AI-powered CRM to nurture those leads in real time.
Wow.
They're providing personalized recommendations, they answer questions instantly, and can even schedule virtual tours all through WhatsApp.
It's like having a 247 personal real estate assistant right there in your pocket.
Exactly.
That's incredible. Even with all these amazing tools and technologies, it seems like things could get pretty complicated, right?
Oh, yeah.
All those moving parts, the team, the outside experts, digital channels, new tech.
You're right. You're right. Even with the best tech and a stellar marketing team, it's the synergy between all the players that really makes the magic happen.
Okay, so how do you make sure everyone's on the same page and working toward that same goal? I mean, it sounds like it could easily become, I don't know, chaotic.
You need a conductor. To ensure everyone's playing from the same sheet music, clear communication is key. So regular meetings, progress updates, and really well-defined roles are crucial.
Yeah.
And don't underestimate those strategic advisors. They can help with risk analysis, investment strategies, and even connecting with those global investors. It's like having a wise mentor guiding you through all that complexity.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Think of it like having a seasoned captain, someone who can navigate your ship through those potentially stormy seas.
Right.
Advisors, they bring a wealth of experience, right? Connections. They
Yeah.
can be super valuable in those GCC and MENA markets. So, for example, a real estate advisory firm could connect an Abu Dhabi developer with, let's say, some European investors looking for opportunities in the region, opening doors that might have stayed closed otherwise.
So it's not just about marketing, it's about building those relationships
Yeah.
and really understanding that global landscape.
It's all connected.
It's all connected. Now, Dr. Ghamari also emphasizes that staying ahead really means understanding those macro trends that are shaping, the future of real estate. So what are some of the big forces that our listeners should be aware of?
Well, we talked about oil prices before. They have this ripple effect, across the entire GCC. When prices go up, governments have more money to spend.
Right.
which leads to those construction booms and increased demand for real estate.
So it's like oil prices are kind of a barometer for the entire economy.
It's all connected.
Yeah, it is all connected.
Yeah.
What other barometers should investors be watching?
Another key indicator is government expenditure, like big public projects. Think new airports, transportation systems, or even cultural attractions.
Yeah.
Those signal a pretty healthy and growing market. Like, for instance, the investments in Saudi Arabia's Vision 2030 plan, right? I mean, those are creating this huge ripple effect across sectors, including real estate.
Just looking for clues that tell us where that money's flowing.
Yeah.
And where that growth is happening.
Exactly.
It sounds like a detective game for investors.
It is. We also need to look at foreign direct investment. FDI trends. When you see a surge in FDI, well, that suggests that those international investors are confident in the region's long-term prospects. So that's a good sign.
Yeah, it's like a vote of confidence.
Exactly.
From the global investment community.
What about tourism?
Yeah, tourism seems like a major driver for a lot of these countries.
Oh, absolutely. Tourism is it's a major economic engine for a lot of those GCC and MENA countries.
Yeah.
Growth in tourism leads to increased demand for hotels, resorts, and even those short-term rental properties. That boosts the real estate market.
It's fascinating how all these things, oil prices, government projects, foreign investments, tourism, they're all kind of woven together.
Yeah.
You know, they all influence that real estate landscape. But beyond those economic factors, there's also a growing awareness of sustainability and how that's reshaping the market.
You're absolutely right. Sustainability, it's not a niche concept anymore. No. It's a core value that's influencing both buyers and investors.
Yeah, it's not just a buzzword.
No, not at all.
It seems like people are genuinely interested in living in eco-friendly spaces.
And they are. Buyers are increasingly interested in those green certifications, energy-efficient buildings, sustainable urban planning.
Yeah.
They want to live in communities that are, you know, environmentally responsible, designed for a better future. And it makes sense from an investment perspective, too.
Yeah.
Green buildings, they often have higher resale value, and sustainable developments attract those long-term residents.
So it's a win-win.
Win-win for everybody.
Investing in a healthier future for both, you know, the planet and your portfolio.
Okay, let's switch gears a little bit and talk about some of those challenges that investors might face in these regions.
Okay.
Dr. Ghamari points out, you know, that navigating those legal complexities, especially for foreign investors, can be, well, tricky.
He mentions things like restrictions on freehold versus leasehold ownership and the ever-changing regulatory landscape.
It's true. These regions can have pretty intricate legal systems.
Yeah.
So it's essential to have you know, expert guidance. Regulations can change so quickly that having those experienced advisors who can guide you through those complexities, the property ownership, the licensing, it's crucial.
So it's like having a local guide who can help you navigate that, you know, new terrain.
Exactly.
You need someone who knows the shortcuts.
Yeah, and the pitfalls.
And the pitfalls, exactly.
And even with that guidance, it's crucial to do your own due diligence. You know, understand the rules and be ready to adapt.
Yeah, it sounds like flexibility and a willingness to learn.
Oh, yeah.
Those are essential traits for anyone looking to invest in these regions. But let's not forget technology. You know, we talked about AI and blockchain. But Dr. Ghamari also highlights some exciting developments in, you know, the real estate experience itself. Things like virtual and augmented reality tours, AI-powered chatbots for 247 support, and even blockchain-based smart contracts for secure transactions.
Imagine putting on a VR headset and instantly being transported to a beachfront villa in Dubai. You can walk through the rooms, feel the ocean breeze, explore every corner. You can even interact with a virtual concierge.
It's like teleporting yourself to another location.
And with those AI-powered chatbots, buyers can get answers instantly. Schedule viewings and get, you know, personalized recommendations all without talking to another person.
Wow.
And then blockchain technology just adds another layer of security and transparency. It makes everything smoother.
So it sounds like we're really on the cusp of a real estate revolution here.
Oh, it is. It's a really exciting time to be involved in real estate, especially in the GCC and MENA regions. It's all happening so fast.
Speaking of exciting things, trends, what's hot in luxury real estate in the GCC and MENA right now?
Branded residences are really popular. Think, you know, luxury apartments and villas associated with, you know, those high-end fashion houses, hotel chains, or even car brands.
Oh, wow.
It's like living in a 5-star hotel.
All the time.
Yeah, all the time. Smart homes are also gaining a lot of traction. Things like automated lighting, temperature control, security systems,
Yeah.
voice-activated assistants. It's all about, convenience and comfort.
It's like living in a futuristic movie.
And, of course, beachfront properties,
Yeah.
stunning views,
Of course.
exclusive access.
Still highly sought after.
Oh, yeah. But with this, this focus on sustainability, we're also seeing a lot of eco-friendly developments that prioritize energy efficiency, green building materials, and that connection to nature.
So it's like a blend of luxury and responsibility.
Yeah.
So it seems like the market in the GCC and Amaki, it's dynamic, it's innovative, and it's just full of opportunities.
Yeah.
But it's also, we've been talking about it, it's complex.
Yes,
It requires a strategic approach.
You're absolutely right. It's not for the faint of heart,
Yeah.
but for those who do their homework, understand the nuances, and embrace innovation, the potential is huge.
Well said. Now, we've covered a lot of ground today, from understanding those macro trends and legal complexities to exploring that incredible impact of technology and some of those hottest trends in luxury real estate. But there's one thing we haven't really talked about: maximizing return on investment.
Right.
After all, any smart investor wants to see their investment grow, right?
Absolutely. And in our final segment, we'll delve into those specific strategies for making sure those real estate investments in the GCC and many regions deliver. Stay tuned.
Welcome back, everyone. We've been talking about the really exciting world of real estate in the GCC and many, and now it's time to talk about, the bottom line. How do you maximize your ROI?
Yeah, that's it. It's not about attracting just any buyer. It's about attracting the right buyer,
Right, yeah.
Building those relationships that create that long-term value.
Yeah, so it's not a sprint.
Yeah.
It's more of a marathon. We need strategies that, go beyond just the initial sale.
Exactly. And one key strategy is data. We're in an age where there's so much data.
Yeah.
And smart developers are using this to get incredible insights into buyer behavior, market trends, even predict future demand.
It's like having a crystal ball.
Yeah.
They can help you see, what's coming next. So can you give us an example of how that data can be used to make those smarter decisions?
Sure. Let's say you're analyzing data from your website, traffic, social media, email campaigns. You might discover that a certain type of property, say luxury beachfront villas, gets the most attention from, investors from a particular country.
Right.
So you take that knowledge and you refine your marketing efforts to target those investors.
So it's like a treasure map, leading you to that, treasure of high ROI investments. But it's not just about collecting it.
No.
It's about extracting those insights that actually guide your strategy.
Exactly.
What else can developers do to really maximize those returns?
Well, you have to cultivate a strong community around your development. It's like creating an exclusive club that people, aspire to join.
Yeah, it's about that sense of belonging, exclusivity, shared values.
You can do this by hosting those exclusive events, creating online forums where residents can connect, and, providing amenities that encourage interaction.
Yeah, sense of community.
So it's going beyond bricks and mortar, creating that lifestyle that people really want to be a part of.
Precisely. And never underestimate the power of partnerships.
Yeah.
Collaborating with, luxury brands, lifestyle influencers, other businesses, even those can enhance your brand image and expose you to a much wider audience. So it's like creating this network of ambassadors who can vouch for you and attract the right buyers.
Exactly. And speaking of attracting those right buyers, let's talk about HNWIs.
Yeah.
High net worth individuals.
Those with deep pockets.
Exactly. They're looking for exclusive, high-end properties. So your marketing needs to speak to that, their tastes, their lifestyle preferences.
So we're talking about showcasing that luxury, that exclusivity, and that unique value proposition.
So think private viewings, VIP events with, personalized concierge service, and those marketing materials that just ooze sophistication.
It's not just buying a property.
Yeah.
It's investing in a lifestyle.
Precisely. And in this digital age, we can't forget about reputation management.
Oh, of course not. That's so important.
Yeah, your online reputation can really make or break you.
Yeah, it really can.
So it's about monitoring those online reviews, responding to feedback, and really actively shaping that image, because a positive online reputation will attract buyers.
Of course.
But a negative one, it's going to scare them off.
It's all about trust,
Yeah.
credibility,
Mm-hmm.
a solid track record.
Yeah. It sounds like there's a lot to think about
There is a lot.
when you're trying to maximize ROI in these markets.
Absolutely. And it is a dynamic and ever-evolving landscape.
It is.
But by combining those data strategies,
Yeah.
a focus on building community, strategic partnerships, and, really targeting those high net worth individuals and, having that diligent reputation management,
Yeah.
well, you can position yourself for success.
You can. We've covered so much today from, understanding those market dynamics and macro trends to that impact of technology and those exciting trends.
Yeah, it's been a fascinating journey.
It really has, diving into these complexities.
It has. And as we've seen, success requires that strategic thinking, that cultural sensitivity, data-driven decision-making,
Yeah,
and a real passion for creating those exceptional living experiences.
for sure.
So to our listeners, as technology continues to reshape the world and these regions continue to grow and transform, what do you think the future holds for real estate in the GCC MENA? We'd love to hear your thoughts and predictions. Share them with us on social media using #TheDeepDive. And until next time, keep exploring, keep learning, and keep diving deep.